Josh and I first met on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2011. We met at Christmas dinner over dessert. I'd always heard about Josh maybe for the past year and a half prior to actually meeting him from a mutual friend, Mrs. Sandra Streeter. We had never had the opportunity to really meet in person just because he was in grad school and I lived in Philadelphia at the time.
First thing I remember about her, she was very attractive. She was wearing a red sweater and she was sitting right next to me. We were playing bananagrams. So yeah, she was very attractive, I admit. And also, she was very good at bananagrams. I was impressed. So after that Christmas dinner, and I went back to Albany, Zanita and we talked a lot on the phone and through text message and a little bit through FaceTime. But what I remember distinctly is that I called her every single time. She didn't call me once, and so I was a little confused. I didn't know, what that meant. If she wasn't interested in me, but every single time I would call her first. But later I came to realize that's the way she was raised, not to seek men, but I guess to be sought after.
Our dating years were filled with lots of laughter and lots of traveling. Josh and I loved to travel. My favorite memory, favorite place that we went to was Montreal, Canada. Josh surprised me and he took me there for my 28th birthday. We had such a great time. The food was amazing. I don't think there was ever a magical moment where I said, oh gosh, he's definitely the one. But I feel like when we went on our first date, I remember the feeling I got when I woke up that day, and I just had a feeling that this was gonna be good, like this was gonna be forever, this was gonna be my last.
I said, Mr. Johnson, I would like your blessing for me to marry Zanita. And after that period of time, I was still standing. He asked me a bunch of questions. And Mrs. Johnson, she contributed also. And then eventually, after a very long period of time, they both gave me their blessing. wants the guests to experience at this wedding is the spiritual undertone of the wedding. And also I want them to think back to the vows they made between each other, but also between them and God, and how serious that is.
When I see Josh at the altar, I would be filled with joy and excitement. I would just be thinking about all the years that I have prayed and waited for the exact moment, and I would just be filled with such humbleness and thanksgiving, and just thanking God for allowing me to be a bride and marry the man of my dreams. I would be so excited to have my dad walk me down the aisle, and when I see Josh, all of my dreams and all of my prayers, I know at that moment will be answered.